Welcome children. Today's topic is multiplication table of 2. So look into the board children. So in the first box you can see one group of 2 cherries each. So we'll write 1 times 2 is 2. Next you can see 2 groups of 2 cherries each. So we'll write 2 times 2 is 4. Next 3 groups of 2 cherries each. So we'll read it as 3 times 2 is 6. Next 4 groups of 2 cherries each. So we'll read it as 4 times 2 is 8. Next 5 groups of 2 cherries each. So we'll read it as 5 times 2 is 10. Next 6 groups of 2 cherries each. So we'll read it as 6 times 2 is 12. Next 7 groups of 2 cherries each. So we'll read it as 7 times 2 is 14. Next you can see 8 groups of 2 cherries each. So we'll read it as 8 times 2 is 16. Next 9 groups of 2 cherries each. So we'll read it as 9 times 2 is 18. Last 10 groups of 2 cherries each. So we'll read it as 10 times 2 is 20. Understood? Now we'll read the multiplication table of 2. We'll read like this. 1 times 2 is equal to 2. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. 3 times 2 is equal to 6. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. 5 times 2 is equal to 10. 6 times 2 is equal to 12. 7 times 2 is equal to 14. 8 times 2 is equal to 16. 9 times 2 is equal to 18. 10 times 2 is equal to 20. So this is the multiplication table of 2. This you have to study. Okay. So read it and study first, then write in the notebook and practice it, then do in the worksheet. Okay. Now we will do some exercise. Read the question. Find the product. Okay. So what is the first question? 6 times 2. What is 6 times 2? If you study the tables of 2 only, you will be able to do this. So first study the tables, then only do in the worksheet. Okay. So 6 times 2, you have to start seeing the tables from the beginning. That is 1 times 2 is equal to 2. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. 3 times 2 is equal to 6. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. 5 times 2 is equal to 10. So what is our question? 6 times 2 is equal to 12. Understood. Next question. 3 times 2. So how will you find out the answer? You have to tell the tables of 2 from the beginning. How will you say? 1 times 2 is equal to 2. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. So 3 times 2. What is 3 times 2? 3 times 2 is equal to 6. So this is how you have to find out the answer. The next question is 8 times 2. What is 8 times 2? 8 times 2 is 16. Next question. Read the question. 10 times 2. What is 10 times 2? 10 times 2 is 20. Now the next question. Read the question. 2 times 2. What is 2 times 2? 2 times 2 is equal to 4. So you have to write the answer here. Next question is 7 times 2. What is 7 times 2? 7 times 2 is 14. So write the answer here. The next question is 4 times 2. What is 4 times 2? 4 times 2 is 8. Write the answer here. The last question is 5 times 2. So to find the answer, you have to tell the tables up to 5 like this. 1 times 2 is equal to 2. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. 3 times 2 is equal to 6. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. The question is 5 times 2. What is 5 times 2? 5 times 2 is 10. So you have to study the tables of 2 thoroughly, then only you will be able to do the questions. First study, then doing the worksheet correctly. Okay children. So that's all for today's class. Thank you.